Actually, guys, actually what you have to do, guys, is when you have the measurements, when you have the units, right, it is easier to solve these exercises, right? Because the only thing that you have to do is to identify, right, if you are gonna multiply or if you are gonna divide.
Divide.
Yes, that this is easy. And that's why we have these two topics together. Because the topic number 12 is similar to this, right? But in this topic, we are not talking about units of length. Sorry, we are talking about another thing that I'm gonna show you, right? Right now. We will start right now, yes, because we need to take advantage of the time, yes. So, I don't know if you can see here. Wait, wait a minute. Now, then we have the topic 11, the lesson 11, topic 2, right? Now, Miguel Avila, could you please help me to read this problem that we have?
A recipe makes 16 cups of soup. How many quarts does the recipe make? Remember, there are 2 cups in a pint and 2 pints in a quart. Solve this problem any way you choose.
Okay, now guys, you notice that we are not talking about length, right? We're talking about capacity,
Quarts.
capacity, right? And that's why we're talking about cups, we're talking about pints, and we're talking about quarts, right? So, if the problem says that you have to make, right, 16 cups of soup, how many quarts does the recipe make? And then we have some clouds that it says that there are 2 cups in a pint and 2 pints in a quart. Yes? Now, tell me what we have to do or try to solve this exercise. Try to solve it. You will do the same, guys. You will do the same, but in this case, you are using another, right, terms.
Mister, I finished.
Did you finish? Okay, let's wait a little bit for the rest. We have 16 cups. How many cups do we have in a quart?
2.
2 in a quart? If, listen, guys.
Is 34 the
Listen, guys. Listen to me. We have, right? We have cups. It is equal to 1. How many cups do we need to have a quart? Guys, how many cups do we need?
2.
2. No, 2 cups, guys. It is equal to 1 pin. Yes? And 1 pin, it is not equal to a quart. Yes?
Mister, I don't understand what is cups and pints.
Okay. Listen, guys. Actually, what we have to do here is to convert, right, or to change its units, right? If they are telling us, guys, that 2 cups are 1 pint, yes, and 2 pints is 1 quart, how many cups do we need to have a quart? We're gonna multiply, right? First, we're gonna become the cups into pints, and then the pints into quart. Yes? Now, if with 2 cups we have 1 pint, Yes? Now, 1 pint, 2 pints, sorry, it is equal to 1 quart. Yes? Now, how many cups do you need to have 2 pints, guys? How many cups? How many cups? How many cups do you need to have 2 pints? Guys, are you paying attention? Guys, are you in the class or not?
Yes.
Why you don't then why you don't answer? This is easy, guys. If you have 2 cups, it is equal to 1 pint. Yes. How many cups do you need to have 2 pints, guys?
Mister, I don't understand
Yes.
the value of the pink.
Try to think about it. Try to think a little bit.
4.
4, right? Because if you multiply 2 times, right? 2 is equal to 4. So you need 4 cups to have what? A quart.
Water.
And how many cups you have in a quart? Now you have to what?
Any on 16 cups is equal to 4 cups.
4 cups? Are you sure about it?
Yes.
Okay. Listen what we're gonna do. Right? I'm gonna show you, right? Which are these measurements, right? Please take notes because here we have the capacity units, right? Write this, hurry up. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you time to write this. 1 minute. 1 pint. Hurry up because if you have this, you have everything, right? Because here we have all that we need in order to change everything, right? Did you finish?
No, mister.
Did you finish?
No, mister.
Hurry up. You have 2 minutes to do it. Gustavo?
Mister.
I think, Mister.
Did you finish?
Me no.
Hurry up. Hurry up. You have 1 more minute.
Mister, I have a question. We need to copy the blue square that is
Just
out.
the first one.
Ah, okay.
Finish.
Finish.
Did you finish?
Finish.
May we continue with the class? Yes? May we continue?
Yes.
Yes? Christian, did you finish? Okay, guys, listen. Now, in order you to have a better idea about which are these units, right? We have here an example of each, right? Then don't read the problem. Just pay attention, sorry, in the picture, right? Then we have 1 cup. If we're talking about capacity, we're talking about something that is liquid, right? Like for example, water, right? That we can measure in this kind of units. Like for example, we have 1 cup. Have you ever listened 1 cup, guys? When you are reading a recipe, 1 cup of coffee, 1 cup of tea, right? That is the first one we have here. This is a cup, right? 1 cup. Yes? And then, what we have after a cup, guys? Which is the next
1 pint.
1 pint, right? 1 pint, that is this one. Now, have you ever listened about a pint of blood?
No.
Cuando le dicen a ustedes que tienen que donar una pinta de sangre, ¿han escuchado eso? That's what we're talking about. A pint is a pint, right? And then, here we have a quart. Yes, that is bigger than the other 3. Yes? And then finally we have what the gallon, right? That is the biggest we have in this kind of measurement, right? Now, do you have an idea, a better idea about what we're talking about, guys? Yeah. So that's why I tell you that how many cups do we have in a pint? So it means that with cups we're gonna fulfill this little glass, right? And when we are talking about how many pints we have in a quart, it means that we have to fill full, right? This big glass with this that we have in the middle, right? Now, do you have a better idea about this? Yes or not? Ask right now. If you have questions, just let me know.
Mister, this is the busy. Are you?
Yes, so now that you have these units, we're gonna come back in order to solve this problem, right? So what we have to do here, right? What we have to do here, guys? Actually, Andrea said that we have 4 cups here. Yes? Now, how many cups do we have in a quarter, guys? How many cups do we have in a quarter? Try to solve this. Using the table that you just wrote. Using the table that you just wrote.
4 cups, mister.
4?
4 cups.
Listen, we have 16 cups, right? How many quarters do we have with 16 cups?
4 quarts.
How many?
1 quarter.
4 quarts.
4. 4. Are you sure about it?
No, mister, are 1.
1? If 1 quart is equal to 4 cups, if we have 16 cups, you will what? What we're gonna do, guys? You will divide, right?
3.
You are gonna divide. Which are the numbers that you're gonna divide? If you have 16, you're gonna divide 16. Dividing what, guys?
4.
4, right? So which is the answer of this?
4.
4.
4, right? And 4 times 4 is equal to
16.
16.
16, right? So which is the number? How many quarts we have in 16 cups?
4.
4.
Easy, right? Yes or not?
Yes, mister.
Okay, so let's continue here, right? Because actually what we're gonna do with this, now that you have these units of capacity, right? All here you have everything. What you have to do is what do you have to do? To do the same. If you have to become a larger unit, we are gonna multiply, right? If you are gonna convert the smaller units, you are gonna divide, right? So let's try to solve the problem we have here. Angeles, could you please help me to read the problem we have here?
Sue is making punch. She needs 4 cups of orange juice and 5 pints of lemonade. How many fluid ounces of orange juice and how many quarts of lemonade does she need?
Okay, actually we have, she needs 3 cups of orange juice, right? And 5 pints of what? Of what, guys? Of lemonade, right? So, what we have to do this, guys? We have to divide and also we have to multiply, right? First of all, you have to multiply, right, the cups into what, guys? Guys, are you in classes? Why you don't answer? Gabriela? What we have to do, Gabriela? First of all, we're gonna change, right, the larger to smaller units. And then, how many? No, listen to me. How many? I'm gonna go back. I will go back. Then, guys, in a cup, where we have the cups. Okay. Here we have the cups, right? And then a cup, it is equal to 8 ounces, right? Las que nosotros llamamos en español onzas, right? ¿Cuántas onzas tenemos en una copa? 8, right? Now, we have 8 ounces right here. So you are gonna multiply 3 over 4, right?
Yes.
Times which number?
8.
8, because we have 8, yes? And then, which is the answer? 3 times 8. We're gonna do the same with the fraction, right? We're gonna first operate the whole number and after that the fraction, yes? And then 3 times 8, it is equal to?
24.
And then you multiply, right? 3 over 4 times 8, that is equal to?
30.
6, right? And then you are gonna add the two answers, right? That you will have 30. So 3 over 4 cups, it is equal to 30.
Food ounces.
Now that we have here, you have to divide this, right? Because remember that she has to do, right, lemonade as well, right? And then we have 5 pints, right? That is equal to how many quarts? 1 pint, it is equal to what, guys? Or 2 pints, it is equal to 1 quart, right? Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes, 2 pints, it is equal to 1 quart. Yes, if you have 5 pints, how many quarts you will have, guys? How many quarts?
2.
2, right? But with reminder, which will be the reminder?
1.
1, right? So it means that you will have 2 quarters, yes?
Yes.
1 over 2, right? Or 2, 1 over 2, yes? Now, do you have questions, guys? Actually, we have to do the same of the first one, right? The first thing that will change here is the units, right? Because here we have units of capacity, and in the previous one we have units of length. But if you notice, first we have to multiply and divide. To change the smaller units to larger units, you have to divide. And to change larger units to smaller units, you have to what? Multiply. Yes? So let's practice a little bit in order to see if you understand this topic, right? Then here we have, right? Here we have, you have to change, or you have to convert 32 cups into gallons, right? So let's go to the table, or the thing that you wrote at the beginning of the class, and tell me how many gallons we have in cups, or what we have to do here. First of all, actually you have this exercise in your notebook, right? In your book. You have them? Just like
Yes.
okay. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, number 3. What do you have to do with number 3, guys?
Are 2 gallons.
Sorry? How many
2 gallons.
how many cups do we need to have 1 gallon, guys?
16.
Right? So if you have 32 cups, how many gallons you have?
2.
2.
2. And how can we prove this? Or what did you do? Tell me, what did you do? You divide, right? Because you have 16 cups, it is equal to what? A gallon, right? And
A
then
gallon.
you have 36, it is 2, right? No, what happened with number 4? What happened with number 4? We have 1/2 quarter, and then we have to become these 2 gallons, right? And how many quarters do we have in a gallon, guys? According to with the table, how many?
4.
4. So what we have to do here, guys?
So there are 8 gallons.
Like 1/2 times 4.
What we have to do here? Do we have to multiply or we have to divide?
Divide.
Multiply.
Multiply.
Why multiply? If we are doing from smaller to larger.
Ah, okay.
Divide. Porque ¿cuál es mayor? ¿El galón o el quarter?
A gallon.
So what do you have to do? Multiply or divide?
Divide.
Right? Think about it, guys. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? Think about it. I'm gonna go back again.
Divide, Mister.
You will divide or you will multiply?
Divide.
Will divide, okay? You have to be sure, right? Don't wait until I tell you. You have to divide, right? So if you have 1/2 quarts, that's equal to how many gallons, guys?
2.
2?
1 gallon.
Well, if we need 4 quarts to got a gallon, how many? If you have 1/2 gallons,
4.
how many you need to make a gallon?
1/4.
1/4?
No,
Four.
Mister. 1.
Listen, guys. First, don't guess. No adivinen. Try to solve it, right? Try to solve it. What you have to do, guys? You have to divide, right? 1/2 divided in how many quarters do we need to get a gallon?
1/2.
You have to,
Wait.
right? Do you remember?
4 gallons.
Do you remember how to do it? Do you remember, guys?
Yeah.
How well you are gonna do this?
I know what are the
Sorry?
know what are the answers to the one.
Answer.
Yes, the answer are one. How do you say in English? Sobre que I don't.
Sorry?
How do you say in English? Sobre que ya se me olvidó.
Over.
Over 1/8.
1/8?
Yes.
Okay, let's work in number 5. Let's work in number 5. Number 4, you're gonna do it as homework because you have to think, you have to concentrate. I know that you know how to do it, but you are not concentrating class. So try to solve number 5. What you have to do with number 5? You have 48 quarts, and then you have to become these 2 pins.
That is equal to 8.
So
80.
80. Are you sure? What do you have to do? Tell me. How many pins do we have in quarter? Divide, right? So, how many quarters do you need to get a pint? How many?
2.
2? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes, Mister.
the number that you have to divide then?
48.
48 divided into?
2.
2.
So, which is the answer?
12.
Which one?
12.
20.
12.
24.
Are you sure about it, guys? 40.
24.
24, Mr. 24.
12. 24.
4. Yes, of course. 20.
24.
Yes. Remember that when we are dividing a number, right? With number 2, you have to break to the middle, right? Which is the middle of 24 or 48, sorry? 20.
24.
Yes, so the answer here is 24. Yes? Now, what happened with number 6? Try to solve number 6. How many cups do we have in a quarter, guys? How many cups do we have in 1 quarter?
4.
4,
2.
right? So what we have to do? We have to multiply or we have to divide? If we are changing, or if you are convert,
Multiply.
you have to multiply, right? Because the quad is bigger than the cubes. Yes? So what you have to do? You have to multiply it. Please. I'm going to show you what you have to do.
3 times 2. 6.
And then let's do number 6 here. Then you have 6, right? Would you please tell me which are the other numbers? 1 over what, right?
8.
8.
Over 8
That is equal to.
quarts, right?
Oh.
And you have to become these 2 cubes. So, which is the unit that we need? 1 quart. It is equal to 4 cubes, right? So
Yes.
you have to multiply first of all, right? Then you have 6, 1 over 8, right? Times what? 4.
2. Yes, 4.
6 times 4 is equal to what? Let me
24.
24, right? And then what happened with the fraction? You are gonna do the same, right? 1 over 8 times 4. That's equal to what? 1 times 4 is equal to?
4.
4.
And what happened with the denominator?
The same.
The same.
Same.
No? Then you have here a division. 4
Yes.
divided in 8, that is equal to? 2. Right? So what you have to do now? 24 plus 2 equal to?
26.
Oh, which is the answer? How many cubes do we have in 6, 1 over 8 quarters?
26.
26. Right? You see? Easy. It is easy or no, guys?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So, do you have questions?
So, Mr. I.
No.
Have questions?
No.
No.
No, mister.
Yes.
It is easy.
Yes.
Tell me, in which page you are, guys?
It's like
In 647.
147.
All the
Yes.
exercises.
So, Lee, which are the pages that you are gonna solve and send it to me today? You will go
647 and
Pages we need to send you.
641.
listen. I'm gonna tell you, right? So take notes. You will work in the whole page 641. Yes?
Yes.
643. Yes? 647 and 649. These 4 pages.
Mister, that's 4 pages we need to send you.
Yes, you have
Mister,
you
can
can
you repeat?
tomorrow. If you don't finish today, you may do it tomorrow because we have until Wednesday math again, right?
Yes.
Okay.